Welcome back, America. We're here with America's governor, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor DeSantis, while I have you here, and this topic of Iran is quite hot right now, what is your take on that?
Well, Mark, if you remember back in 1979, the U.S. had a very reliable ally in Iran with the Shah. And Jimmy Carter was president at the time, and he basically turned his back on the Shah and helped usher in the Ayatollah Khomeini into power. And what's happened since then is Iran has been the source of terrorism throughout the Middle East more than any other country or more than any other entity. They're responsible for the deaths of at least 1,000 U.S. service members during the Iraq conflict. I remember being deployed to Iraq. I remember seeing the reports coming in. And although there was a lot of fodder about Sunni Arab jihadists, and there were some, most of the casualties the time I was there were Iranian-backed militias. And they believe America is the great Satan. I think President Trump's strikes in the summer were the right thing to do. I think that they were very successful. You know, as you look at this regime now tottering, the president has said that he stands with the people who are opposing the regime. And when he says things like that, knowing him, he's going to follow through. I don't think this is a regime where you can do a credible deal with. That is just not how they operate. There's no way you can negotiate your way out of the fact that ultimately this is a regime pledged to Islamic Jihad. This is what they want. They don't want to have a peaceful world like we would want to enjoy with our allies. And so this has been a long time coming. But yes, going back from the beginning, the United States, unfortunately, was part of allowing this Islamist regime to take power in the first place.
I appreciate your input on that. I want to ask you a question. We've got two governors, Newsom and Moore of Maryland, who want to be president. They may not say it, but they've, you know, you can tell they want to be president of the United States. You got the governor in California who can't get water to fire hydrants. And you have the governor of Maryland who can't stop human fecal matter and sewage from pouring into the Potomac River. Shouldn't that be at least a baseline? If you can't get water to a fire hydrant in your state, or if you can't stop fecal matter coming out of a sewer for months into the Potomac River, maybe you're not qualified for governor? I mean, how would you approach, for president, how would you approach this?
Well, Mark, we're a tropical state, so we obviously are ground zero for the threat of hurricanes. And when I became governor, I said this is going to be a top priority. We're going to make improvements of how the state has done it. And so a lot of it is preparation. You know some of these things can happen, and so you got to be ready to respond. So, for example, when we have hurricanes, you'll see thousands and thousands of utility trucks pre-staged lined up. Storm comes, they go and get people connected as fast as possible. We had our most recent major hurricane in 2024, Hurricane Milton. We had 4.2 million power restorations in 72 hours. That's a record of doing it. But I think it raises the issue. This is just the truth. It's not me whining about it. You know, these Democrat governors, they don't get called on it by liberal media. And that's just the reality. They're able to kind of not do the things that you need to do. You know, for us, I remember after Hurricane Ian in 2022, we had an overwhelming response. It was a devastating hurricane. I had CNN sniffing around. They were just trying to find something that they could hang around my neck. After 3 or 4 days, people were saying, oh, thank God the state's done all this. They got out of the state so fast you couldn't find them with a search warrant because they couldn't do a negative story, so they just hightailed out of Florida.
We'll be right back.